Who's ready for knockout stage football? We are down to the last 4 quarter-finals and 4 goals for Andres Cuadrado of Mexico. Quarter-final number 1 is upon us. It's arguably one of the most anticipated knockout stage fixtures of the 4 quarter-finals alongside Mexico and Chile later on. For now, it is Colombia, the World Cup's dark horses 2 years ago, who fell to tonight's opponents. The same stage of that competition in Fortaleza. Yes, a rematch of the World Cup final 2 years ago. This time it's on neutral ground in the United States, Seattle, Washington. William searching for Coutinho with the long ball. Might be in vain. Philip keeps it in. Amazingly is Jonas. Only finds the shell of the goal net, not the core. And Brazil moving the ball quickly. William can overlap. Latches onto it. It's another early ball in. This time he's put it on by Casemiro. Once again, Brazil putting Colombia on notice in the air. Can't hit the target. Colombia corner. James Rodriguez swings one in, and it's a kerfuffle. Foul given against Christian Zapata. Impeding the goalkeeper by the looks of things. Hulk. It's a moment to pick out Augusto on the volley. And this game just waiting for that breakthrough moment to come alive. And if this goes in, that will shake everyone out of their shoes in Seattle. It's Rodriguez. And he's wiped out by Casemiro. He doesn't even want to look the referee in the eye. Protesting Lord knows what. Why that Rodriguez's laces were tied together. Exceedingly late challenge. He's very lucky not to receive red for this one. 15 minutes left to play of quarter-final number 1. Colombia have a free kick and it's a chance! Edwin Cardona has skied a match-winning sitter for Colombia. Coutinho has broken through. Here's a chance. He's taken a strike too early. As it bounces in front of Espina's base. Or was he lacking the confidence in that running Cuadrado? Rodriguez, back up. It's Cuadrado! And that was Colombia's last roll. We'll never know what number it was because Alisson has kicked the dice under the sofa. Nothing too spectacular, but when it's that low to your feet, it's very hard to get down. Get your hands to it in that position as quickly as Alisson does. And that will be the final kick of the game because in this competition there is no extra time in the quarterfinals and semi-finals. We're going straight to the penalty shootout. After 90 minutes it's Colombia 0, Brazil 0. And for one nation it's going to be the unfortunate end. It's going to be Russian roulette of football. It's like rock, paper, scissors but without the paper. Rock hard balls of steel and tension you can cut with a pair of scissors. Colombia's captain will step up first to lead by example. Show the tricolour how it's done. Rodriguez scores. Jonas now for Brazil to make it 1-1. Jonas hit the bar. Carlos back up. put Colombia ahead. He does, he goes right. Holt can earn his moniker of incredible if he can convert this. He does, smashes it with their foot. Ospina stands no chance. Darren Moreno fires it straight at Cesar. Lucas Lima to equalise for Brazil. And that one is saved, no chance. Edwin Cardona to avenge. The Kiltesh miss, and he does. Top corner. Chance for Ospina to be the Colombian hero. If he saves this, it's all over. Gonzo to keep Brazil alive for 1 moment longer. Gonzo scores, he buys Brazil some time. Alisson has to keep Cuadrado out. Cuadrado to win this game for Colombia and send them through to the semi-finals. Cuadrado versus Alisson. It's in, and Colombia have knocked out the favourites Brazil. Revenge for the World Cup of 2014. Colombia have surpassed Brazil. They're going through to the semi-finals. They will play either Bolivia or Venezuela. Brazil go out of the Copa América Centenario with a whimper. And the Colombians will surely argue it's their time. It was a quarter-final that had a lot of anticipation. On-field action was disappointing, but it was made up for by the penalty shootout. It is Colombia 0, Brazil 0. Colombia go through 4-2 on penalties. Group D's surprise package. Bolivia find themselves in their second quarter-finals in a row. They were dropped out by Peru last year. Even then, they weren't quite as rock bottom as Venezuela were last year either. They were bottom of their group. This time, they're the runners-up of Group C. Not that there's much competition with Mexico. It is onwards and upwards for both teams. A spot against Colombia in the semi-finals. Martinez has broken through, and he may have the pace to win the Bolivian defence. Martinez squares it to Rondon in the centre. He lifts it over the goal. Venezuela could well have been in 10 minutes in. Good kick to Venezuela. It's a low and orthodox one. There's a huge blow to the crossbar from Figueroa. And the referee calls to a halt. Penalty kick to Venezuela. Solomon Rondon steps up, and he's chipped it in with the Pineka. Beautiful goal from Solomon Rondon. And he has redeemed himself with a masterclass of a penalty kick for his missed moments earlier. Venezuelan vanity as the goalkeeper Quinones watches on, powerless to stop it. Campos, Arce, Azagay. Excellent idea, ton of potential for that move for Bolivia. Campos forced into a corner, slams on the brakes. It's back to Bellavano with the cross into Arce. Bellavano looking for Azagay, but there's a mix-up there, and Azagay lays it off to Duke. Scoreline successfully restarted for Bolivia. And it's the striker who plays his football here in the United States for the New York Cosmos. Yasmani Duke rifles it past Danny Hernandez with little regard for his safety. First goal of the tournament, what a time to get it. It's an early cross coming in for Bolivia. And the referee calls another penalty. Same end, different team. For a handball called against Roberto Rosales. Juan Carlos Arce turns the game on his head. Bolivia, the underdogs, have 1 foot in the semi-final against Colombia. And it's a penalty that didn't quite have the grace and the confidence of Rondon's earlier in the game. This one had more of the desperation than the assurance of one more firm hand on their fate. Juan Carlos Arce, second goal here in Copa America. 3 minutes left of normal time for Venezuela to force the second penalty shootout in a row. Unless Bolivia have other ideas, they can kill the game once and for all. And they do! Bolivia have done it! No doubt about it! Colombia will face Bolivia in the first semi-final in Houston, Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, and Bolivia are going to find that out firsthand. It's going to be their biggest game in Copa América since 1997. Hat-trick for Juan Carlos Arce. The green, a colour associated with an experience. In some cultures, it's associated with blood. For Bolivia, represents success. It's Bolivia 3, Venezuela 1. It's time for Ecuador and Costa Rica to grace the venue of the Copa América final. Will one of them play there next Sunday? Either tournament favourites, Mexico or Chile, will await the winners of tonight's quarterfinals. Number 3, Ecuador have the slight edge. The winners of Group B, they topped Brazil. As for Costa Rica, still riding the success of their World Cup 2014 odyssey, minus Keylor Navas. Referee drawing the line. The first free kick of the game. Valencia whips one in. Costa Rica play piggy in the middle. It's Fidel Martinez. It was on the end of Antonio Valencia's lofty pass. And to top it all off, it's a header that lobs Patrick Pemberton like a feather. It's the perfect start for Ecuador. First goal of Copa América to Fidel Martinez. That is a classy pass to Martinez, looking for a brace, but he's offside. It's Montero, whipped in by Ayova. Pings around the penalty area like a pinball, and Martinez is in the mood for showing off tonight. Well, Brian Ruiz has found himself in some space. It's been quickly cut off. Sent in, it's been cleared away by Dominguez, and Borges with a volley that dribbles wide like an annoying leaking tap. Ayova. That's a dangerous cross in! And it is met by Valencia for his third goal of the competition. And Ecuador have daylight. Perfect start to the first half, and even better one to the second. And Pemberton once again fearing those aerial walls. Helpless against it, like Icarus flying too close to the sun. As soon as Pemberton leaves his feet, it's all downhill from here. Third goal for Valencia. Joel Campbell is broken away. Here comes the cross in. It's Saborio. Excellent save from Dominguez. Protecting that Ecuadorian investment with some fast hands. Saborio. Gamboa. Campbell, he's come out of nowhere, stays onside. And he's pulled one back. Costa Rica are back in the game. And it's Arsenal's Joel Campbell. Joel Campbell has entered from stage right to steal the play from under the nose of the lead actors, Ecuador. Now will Costa Rica get the great lines, or does Joel Campbell get a cool catchphrase? 25 minutes left to find out if it's just a Costa Rican soundbite. Here sends the play out wide. Deep and dangerous cross is met by Joel Campbell from a very tricky position. Campbell. It's Tejeda. Now Ruiz. Oh, what a hit and what a save. That'll burst a couple of blood vessels, even through those thick gloves of Dominguez. Time is wearing thin for Costa Rica. Chance for a respite now for Ecuador. Montero sends it in early. It's Valencia. Chance to join the man of the same namesake on the Ecuadorian goal sheet. Excellent save from Pemberton at the near post. Ecuador have done it. A thoroughly entertaining game here in New Jersey, thanks to Fidel Martinez and Valencia. It's all over for Costa Rica, but Ecuador have their spot in the semi-final against either Mexico or Chile. It's Ecuador 2, Costa Rica 1. It's time for the second most mouth-watering fixture of the quarterfinals. Here in California, it is Mexico versus the champions, Chile. And even Chile can't say that they have won their group with a 100% winning record, despite defeating Argentina thanks to Alex Sanchez's lone goal. Mexico have 3 wins out of 3. Andres Cuadrado is the top goal scorer of the competition, and he's not even a striker. Chile would be wise not to underestimate El Tri. Leyu in this inversion pass into Reyes! Hits the post! First warning shot fired at Chile. Vargas twisting and turning like an ice skater. He sinks up Bijou on the far post. Tries desperately to keep that ball in play. There's no choice but to gamble on the volley. Vargas has moved out wide to Isla. Isla returns it back to Vargas. Required a far more aggressive attacking header. Hernandez slams on the brakes. It's a cocky back flick to Leun, who lays down a dangerous cross for Diego Reyes. Goal to Mexico. And their ascension, their form of their lives continues here in Santa Clara. Bravo bamboozled. Second goal of the competition for Diego Reyes. It's Vidal. Finds Bijou on the left, takes a touch, now time for a cross. And it's Vargas in the middle. Gets a bit closer this time with a header. He's tipped over by Ochoa. And on the re-watch, it's actually a very good save. Sanchez takes a touch of death. Sets himself up nicely. Crossing opportunity now for Vargas, who smashes it on the volley. The champions Chile back in the Copa América quarter-final. It's taken just over an hour for the reigning and defending champions to find their breakthrough against Mexico. Second goal of the tournament for Eduardo Vargas. Splitting pass, picking out Javier Aquino. The cross comes in, he's looking for Cuadrado. And accidentally hits the top goal scorer as Bravo frantically punches and that Herrera can't finish off. Sanchez, Vargas back to Sanchez, good interplay from Chile. Dangerous cross in from Sanchez to Arellano! Don't call it a comeback because that's what it is. The champions have turned it around on Mexico, and there's 5 minutes left of the game. What a goal from Fabian Arellano. He's drilled it with the instep of the boot. So much power on it, it pings off of Ochoa, who deserves to keep it out with the form he's been in this tournament. And Chile complete the quartet. The final four is set in stone here in the Copa América. It's Mexico 1. Chile 2. One quick roundup of the quarter-final results. Colombia eliminate Brazil on penalties. Ecuador defeat Costa Rica. Bolivia surprised us all by defeating Venezuela. And Chile edge Mexico to reach the semi-finals. Now 4 other contenders have entered the race for the Golden Boot. Now Andres Cuadrado is out of the competition. Arce, Sanchez and Valencia all remain in the competition and all have a chance of exceeding 4 goals. And your final 4 is as depicted. Colombia will take on Brazil in Houston, Texas, and Ecuador will face the champions Chile in Atlanta. Ecuador, the only team in that final 4 to have never won the Copa América. Bolivia and Colombia have won the competition once each. Chile, as we know, are the current title holders. So a few of you have mentioned that you're not getting notifications of my uploads, and I hate to sound like a catchphrase barking influencer, but if you haven't already, hit the bell icon. It's the only way to be reminded of my uploads on my live streams. Nonetheless, predictions please for the semi-finals. They will be uploaded on Wednesday and the final on Sunday.